story. There's this woman named Cynthia. She's a gardener at heart. She was independently very wealthy, lived in a very large bungalow. And she had this beautiful garden, just lush of cilantro. She loved to cook tacos. And it was just always flourishing, and all the neighbors were very jealous. So anyway, one day, she's out on her porch, drinking a glass of Chardonnay, drinking her afternoon glass of Chardonnay, just enjoying the weather. It was a beautiful day. And then a gunshot right on. And her neighbor Bob was very concerned. So he ran over to make sure that Cynthia was okay. And Cynthia is a very attractive, old woman. And Bob, very casually
she's a porn
said,
star.
Cynthia, are you okay? And I just wanted to tell you, I've been meaning to tell you this. You have a couple of great melons. Like, I've never seen melons like that.
And your garden's even prettier.
And so she obviously took offense, and she said, oh, my word, Bob, how offensive. And he said, well, no, but I mean, I'm just play it cool. You just, your melons are just very, ample. Like, I've just never seen something with such substance. What kind of fertilizer do you use? And she said, Bob, you're a married man. You disgust me. Leave at once. And so Bob said, oh, shit. She said, I'll tell Linda what you said to me if you don't go away. And she took a big gulp out of her wine, and he was gone. So that night, she, had a nightcap. Well, she shot her gun a few times first. She hunts raccoons on the side. And after a nice night of hunting, she decided that she would have a bath and then drink her Chardonnay. It was a beautiful night, just like this, at about 8 to 10 degrees warmer. And there's the moonlight is just spectacular, and it's just glowing right into her foyer. She's looking out, and she decides to stroll into the kitchen, which faces the garden. And she notices 2 orbs glowing with all their might in her field of cilantro. And she's thinking, is my cilantro glowing or on fire? Or is this silly Bob playing a trick to get me into the bed? Either way, she was intrigued, so she put on her robe and her slippers, and she
like she did every Sunday afternoon.
Like she did every. This is she's a
Typical.
very traditional gal.
Predictable.
Yes. Everything she did was to a regiment. Okay. She was married to a military man for a long time.
That makes sense. Yes.
So she strolled, but this was different. She's never seen 2 glowing orbs out of her garden. So she very cautiously strolls out to the garden. And it's quite nipply out. She's nipping out through her soak. And she's got her glass of Chardonnay, and she comes upon the glowing orbs and realizes they're 2 enormously glowing melons that make her suddenly go blind with the light. And she's so blind, and she steps back for a moment, and suddenly she just the melons just completely explode all over her body and her face and in her glass of Chardonnay. And that's all she remembers. The next morning, she wakes up. Old Bob's out mowing his lawn. He's pretending like he doesn't see her after, with everything that happened the day before. He doesn't want trouble with Linda, his wife, so he plays it cool. She wakes up, and she sits up, and she looks around, and she's still holding her glass of white wine. And there's the melon all inside it. And this, my friend, is how white sangria was first invented.